Hello everybody, I am Dr. Nirmal Agarwal from Juhi Fertility Center, Hyderabad near Sheikhpet. Today I am going to talk to you about what is the cost in IVF. As all the patients when they come to us, they think that IVF is a very costly procedure. So I want to tell you IVF is a very specialized procedure which needs a high quality lab. It needs a trained personnel, and then we have to use lot of injections, and then we have to use lot of imported media solutions to prepare the embryos and then to transfer the embryos. So in general it is a complicated procedure. It's not a simple procedure like other cesareans or any other operations. And the cost involved in IVF, this includes, see, when the patient gets a periods, from the second day of the periods we do first the pre-IVF investigations. So there are a simple specific blood tests which are special for IVF. These are done, and then once the investigations are done, and then we plan, and then we do a scan on the second day of the cycle, and then we see whether the patient has any other problem which may need laparoscopy or hysteroscopy for the correction. So this will cause additional cost. And then once the patient the investigations are ready, the laparoscopy, hysteroscopy is done. Now we start the injections from day second of the cycle for about 10 days. So these injections these are the special injections called gonadotropins, and they act directly on the ovaries, and our aim is to produce multiple follicles from the right and left side of the ovary. And we try to produce at least, say, about 12 to 14 follicles, so that we can get at least 8 to 10 eggs which are required for the IVF procedure. So for this, the patient has to come every alternate day for the scan, and then every once in 2 to 3 days we do some blood test called estradiol levels, and then we do on 10th day or 11th day of the injection, when the follicles are ready, we do estrogen and progesterone and LH levels, and then we decide the trigger injection, that is a final injection for the final oocyte maturation. So these 10 days, it is called controlled ovarian stimulation. This includes the investigations as well as the injection cost, and these injections are to be stored at a particular temperature, say about 4 to 6 degrees temperature, otherwise the efficacy is lost. And that's why we tell all the patients to come and take the injection in our hospital, as we have to maintain 24-hour power supply for the injections where they are stored. So this is the first step, that is called COS, or controlled ovarian stimulation. Once we see on the scan that the follicles are ready, which is the size around 17 to 18 millimeters, and the endometrium is also ready, now we give a final injection called trigger, and then we post the patient for the egg retrieval or the oocyte retrieval 36 hours later. So that is like if suppose I give the injection at 11 o'clock, then at the end of 35 hours we'll plan for the ovum pickup. Now this is second procedure. The egg retrieval is a very simple procedure. It is done under anesthesia in IVF operation theatre, and we remove the eggs from the right and left ovary, and then we hand over these eggs to the embryologist, which is attached to the IVF OT. We have attached IVF lab. Now the embryologist will check all the follicular fluid, and he will identify the eggs, and then he will separate the eggs. This procedure is over just in about, say, 10 to 15 minutes, and after this the patient is allowed to take rest for about 2 to 3 hours. So this is step number 2. Now the step number 3 is now the work of the embryologist starts. So this also it is done in the IVF lab, wherein you have to maintain the gadgets for the screening of the eggs, for the culture of the eggs, and then injection of the egg sperm into the egg to prepare the embryos. That is called ICSI or the ICSI. Or we can do IVF, wherein in the dish the egg is left and the sperms are left, and is allowed to fertilize naturally. To do this, you need special equipment, you need disposables, and all these things, they cost a lot. So this is called ICSI procedure or the IVF procedure. And after that, now the egg with the injected sperm is kept in the incubator, and then these are allowed to fertilize, and then these are checked at the end of 24 hours. That is called the first FERT check. And then on the third day again we check, and then we see how many embryos are ready on the day 3, and those which are good quality, we allow them to go to culture for day 5. These are called the blastocyst culture. So once we plan for blastocyst culture, again the cost is involved in the media, special media we have to use, so that it supports the growth for about 5 days. So this is step 3. So step 1 is the injections, COS. Step 2 is egg retrieval. Step 3 is the ICSI or the IVF, wherein you fertilize the egg with the sperm and then you culture them in the incubator. And then the step 4 is the embryo transfer. So again, for the embryo, on the day of embryo transfer, the patient is called to the hospital, and then this is done without anesthesia, and patient is asked to come with a full bladder. Now the best quality embryos, if they are day 3, we use around 3 embryos. If they are day 5, we use around 2 embryos, and these are loaded in a fine tube, and under the guidance of ultrasound, now these are transferred in the uterine cavity. So this is called embryo transfer. And after this, then the patient is given post embryo transfer medication for about 2 weeks, and again 2 weeks later we do the blood test to confirm whether the patient is positive for pregnancy or not. So that is a beta HCG. So here the cost which is involved is in all the lab tests, in all the injections what we use to develop the eggs, and then you do the pickup, the procedure, the operation which is done under anesthesia, and then the culture which is done in the lab, and then the embryologist expenditure who does the ICSI, and then who loads the embryos, and then who does the embryo, who gives a loaded catheter for the embryo transfer, and then the post-ET medicines, and then if suppose you have the surplus embryos, we have to freeze them. So all these things, there are so many steps in this which will definitely cost. And on an average, the cost is around say 1 lakh for all these for all the 4 steps, and about 75 to 80,000 is for the injectables, because these injections are all imported gonadotropins which are to be stored. So the cost is around roughly between 170 to 180 in our center, and we have got a high success rate. So that's how the cost is involved, which the patients, they don't understand why. They think it is a costly procedure. Where is the cost involved? So these are all the steps wherein which are quite expensive. If you have any doubts, we are ready to clarify your doubts, and you can come and visit our center anytime. And if you like our information, you please click the button on like and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.